Well, good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland, Michigan. Hope your November, holy smokes, it's November. I hope it's off to a good start, as is your weekend. We're coming off of that Halloween high. I've got a sugar buzz from just the stuff here in the store that's probably going to last me another week or so. Hey, speaking of that, there's still some candy in the store, so stop by today, tomorrow. Eat some so I stop eating it, please. I've got very limited self-control, with the exception of the Almond Joys. You guys can have those things. They're an abomination. Just my humble opinion. Hey, it's a beautiful day here in mid-Michigan so far. A little bit cool, but I don't mind. I like it like that. Sunshine right now, little clouds today, but hopefully it's beautiful wherever you are. Definitely fall weather kicking into gear now. And as I mentioned, it is the 1st of November. So Halloween is behind us, and now we are steaming ever forward toward Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the Record Store Day Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and right on the heels of that, holy cow, Christmas. It's going to get here quicker than you believe. On the Black Friday note, let me just call this up real quick. Things are moving along and progressing nicely behind the scenes for the Black Friday stuff. Just the inside baseball, if you will, of the background of this. Some of the releases have started to show up at our distributors. Not everything. Not enough for me to have a good picture of what we'll have yet. But just as a reminder, as we get much closer to Black Friday, what is the actual date this year again? I know I should know it. So it is the 28th. So coming up in 3-4 weeks now. Yeah, the 28th will be Black Friday. So the day before Thanksgiving, so that'll be Wednesday the 26th, if you want to mark that down somewhere, we'll be doing our annual pre-Record Store Day live stream, where we will cover everything that we'll have in stock for that big day on Friday. And then just as a reminder, we will be opening up a little bit early on Black Friday. Typically it's 11 a.m. on Fridays, but we'll be opening up at 8 a.m. To accommodate the Black Friday Record Store Day folks. And so you can get on your way and look for some other stuff as well. So we'll open up at 8 a.m. I'll have much more details on the day over the next few weeks as we get much closer to that. But par for the course, I'll be here a little bit early, but not as early as in the past. We'll get here at 6 a.m. for any of you line sitters you decide you want to do that in Michigan November. I know there's a few of you crazy ones out there, so we'll do that. But yep, things are progressing nicely. I have no idea on the extent of the fills. If you hadn't caught this, by the way, I did do a quick update on our podcast with Steve Carlson talking about especially the Eric Carr numbers. There were those 2 liquid-filled Record Store Day releases from Eric Carr that looked like they were going to be originally limited to just 500 copies for the country of each. They have upped that to 2,500 copies, I do believe was the number. So a little bit better news. I'm sure we'll get a few of them in this case for you, those of you that were looking for this. So stay tuned to the podcast. We'll update other Record Store Day stuff, and I'll try to make posts as we get much closer on some of the things in the numbers. But again, don't forget the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, the day before, we will do our live update and talk about everything we'll have in the store for that day. Okay, let's say some good mornings. There's a few of you out there giving up your Saturday morning, as is, we always do appreciate. A lot of you there saying hi this morning. Let's run down that list. Jennifer getting in early and saying good morning. Good morning to you as well. I think we lost you up top there. Paul, happy November to you. TC from TKR Video Central, good morning to you, sir, out on the East Coast. Fred on the West Coast of Michigan saying hi and good morning as well. Dan, happy November to you. Yep, so the pumpkins replaced with turkeys and all the emojis. I guess we're going there. Chuck, thanks for that note. That was an amusing video. Good morning to you as well. Gary, yep, we're going to have record sales. Every day is a record sales day here at the store. So thanks a lot, Gary. Lee Page, it's a good day to go hunt down some records. It's always a great day to go digging for records, looking around in there. Let's see. Oh, the date is wrong on our title screen. I think I hit a typo because I forgot to do that until just a couple of moments before. Thank you, TC. Oops. Yeah, I'll fix that. I'm just going to keep blaming the sugar. I've been eating a few of those. M&Ms taste horrible now for some reason. I don't know what the deal is. But thanks, TC. I'll fix that on the rest of the repeat of the podcast. Karen, happy Saturday to you as well. Welcome, Mike. Good morning. Beautiful morning in the Detroit area. The deer are out. Those Detroit deer, you got to watch for them. They get a little rough, I hear. Big city ones. David, good morning to you. Max Rock, Mayville, Wisconsin. Hey there. I don't know where Mayville is. Have to look you guys up. I do like Wisconsin. Get down to Green Bay and Appleton once in a great while. Not once in a great while, actually a little bit more. And Betty from Toledo saying good morning, and good morning to you as well. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. Okay, so lots of releases to talk about. They wrapped up Rocktober. I showed the candy dish. Like I said, I've got a couple of these left. These are in our $5 record bowls, by the way. And we do have a lot of them to lead us into the holiday season for those of you looking for. This is a Led Zeppelin one, by the way. And I do need to mention, I think I posted on this, that no playable records were harmed in the creation of these bowls. These are all things that we've had at the store that for one reason or another are not able to be sold, whether they're warped, they're skippy, they're a little beat up. So we repurpose them into nifty little record bowls. We got a little mold that we do that. In fact, weather permitting this evening, Kim and I are probably going to be making a lot more. So I'm looking over there, and I probably got about 20, 25 record bowls from various good artists, not just the Mitch Millers, maybe a couple of those, but lots of cool stuff that we just couldn't sell. And we'll probably have another 30 or 40 next week as we finish them. And I just want to point this out too. This one hurt. Our record bowls, by the way, you know, the Zepp, whatever they are, through here, this colored vinyl one is just a nifty colored vinyl one, are $5 a piece. So you can get a hold of them for $5, pretty good. Except for this one. This one I had a little extra money into. It's a colored vinyl of a Tool bootleg. I've got two of these. The Tool vinyl was defective, and it was from a supplier that I could not return. So into a record bowl it goes. So everything's $5, except for the colored vinyl Tool ones. I've got two of those, and they're $10 a piece because, heck, the Tool album itself was like $50. So we'll have those. That's kind of a first come, first serve on those two Tool ones. They're both the same color, but they're a little more expensive than the run-of-the-mill other ones, just because we had a little more into them. So stop on by when you get a chance and check those out. Okay, before I get to the new releases today, there is one thing I need to mention. Typically, those of you who order from our store, you know, whether it be a pre-order or you're looking for some sort of release, it's fairly flawless. I have a Google spreadsheet, an online spreadsheet that I use to track orders. And, you know, over the past several years, it's hardly had any kind of a failing thing whatsoever for me. So, except this one. I had somebody come in probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago and ordered an album from Magdalena Bay. If you're out there and you know who you are, this is Magdalena Bay and their Imaginal Disc LP. We had a nifty little discussion in store, and for some reason my Google sheet failed to record your name and phone number. First failure I've had of that in quite some time, so I do apologize. So if you are the individual who ordered a Magdalena Bay, it's here. I just have no way to let you know it's here until you stop back by and say, hey, where's my record? And then I'll apologize profusely for the failure, probably on my part, for recording your name and address or a name and phone number. So once again, if you know somebody who ordered the Magdalena Bay, I apologize. That's a goof up on my part, but we do have that in the store. Okay, it happens from time to time. Chuck saying you might need that Zeppelin bowl. I think I've got a Sabbath bowl in the works for you too there, Chuck. Okay, releases from yesterday. I implore you to go back and check out the drop video. Yesterday's drop video, I think I mentioned in the description, could have just been entitled Obscure Indie Rock Drop Video, because that is what it was full of. There was a lot of it in there. We had a collection come in, 50 or so records of just some of the most obscure, I've never heard of indie rock in the past, and all of it's priced very, very, very neatly to move because it's stuff that's not tremendously in demand. So much so that only a little bit of it went in the drop video. You can't see it over there, but I had to put out a separate crate on the table labeled Miscellaneous Indie Rock. Some of it sealed, all of it in great condition. So stop by and check that out for all of the stuff that did not make the video. There's probably another 30 or 40 in there that I didn't put in the drop video. So make sure you check that out if you get a chance, if you're a fan of obscure indie rock. We got a ton of it. Okay, releases from yesterday. I'll get to the Rocktober stuff in just a moment. But we had, speaking of somebody, they had asked me to get a hold of this Radiohead. It is a live Hail to the Thief live recordings from 2003 through 2009, limited edition red vinyl. Somebody asked that I get a hold of these, but they said no, they didn't want to order them, but if you get them, we'll get them. So I've got 2 of these in stock right now on the Radiohead Live, just released yesterday. So these are live recordings, essentially of the entirety of Hail to the Thief. A couple of those in stock and ready to go. Devo, didn't know that there was a documentary, but I don't have Netflix, so I guess I wouldn't. But the Devo Greatest Hits, this is from the documentary on Netflix. It is simply called Energy Dome Frequencies. This also on red vinyl. And seriously, it's got Mongoloid, Jocko Homo, Satisfaction, Uncontrollable Urge, Girl You Want, Freedom of Choice. Of course, Whip It is on here. Coal Mine, Beautiful World, Through Being Cool. You name it, it's on here. Single LP red vinyl, 2 of these in stock if you're a devotee and you want to pick up on some cool Devo's Greatest Hits. They're one of those bands, too, that I think that if you have a Greatest Hits, it goes a long way to getting you what you need. Other reissues from yesterday, another copy of Nevermind the Bullocks from the Sex Pistols, a half-speed master of The Who. They've been doing a lot of these Abbey Road half-speed remasters. Sound really cool, but The Who Are You, Abbey Road half-speed master, one of those in stock for the weekend. Then into the Rocktober stuff. There was a whole batch of ZZ Top reissues. A few of them are gone, but still in stock, and I can probably get more of the ones that are gone. But we do have Eliminator. I got a couple copies of their big one. This is on black vinyl, but it is the Optimal Media heavyweight repress. These are audiophile ones, so they're a little bit more expensive. Comes in at $40 a piece, but much like the previous ZZ Top and all the Black Sabbath stuff, these things sound fantastic. Rhino and Warner are doing a good job on the audiophile represses of those. So I've got a couple copies of Eliminator, 1 copy left of Afterburner. I think I can get more Recycler. I'm out of that. Deguelo is gone, but I still have a copy of El Loco as well. But as far as I said, I could probably still get the copies of Deguelo and a copy of Recycler or 2 if needed. Other Rocktober stuff from yesterday, they really waited till the last day of the month to get the Rocktober. A couple copies of Rock and Roll Fantasy, a Bad Company's compilation, the very best of, on silver vinyl double LP. Another greatest hits compilation that'll carry you through if you don't want a whole bunch of them in there. And then the big one from Rocktober yesterday was the Rush box set. This is the albums 2002 through 2012. 4 Rush albums in this for a total of 7 pieces of vinyl, 3 of them double LP. This includes the albums Vapor Trails remixed, by the way, Feedback, which was the covers album, Snakes and Arrows, and their final album, Clockwork Angels. Now, of these 4 albums, only Vapor Trails remixed and Clockwork Angels have been reissued of late. I know that there's a lot of folks that have been looking for the Snakes and Arrows reissues, and especially the Feedback reissues. Those have not materialized. The question I get is, will they be reissued? My guess is yes, they will eventually be reissued. But this has got those 4. If you don't want to wait and you're waiting to get Feedback and Snakes and Arrows, you can get this and then just have extra copies of the other 2. But they will be on the way. Now, I do have 1 copy of this, and I should mention also, I've got another copy of this Rocktober release from Rush still in the shipping box. And I know that there's been some collectors in the past that have liked to have those still sealed in the shipping box. And in this case, it is a Rush emblazoned shipping box. So I've left the other copy sealed. If somebody wants that type of version, I do have that. And there's still more of these out there. I'll probably get 1 more for the store. Question is am I going to get one? No, I already have those albums. I think I'm good. And there's nothing else special inside of that, like a book or anything. So, okay, a couple of other things. Copy of Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice went out yesterday. I didn't say that the 3rd time. Music from Danny Elfman. This is on a hand-poured colored vinyl. Very cool. I know Halloween's over, but you can still get the Beetlejuice. And then Christmas-wise, looking forward, this was a big hit last week when it was released. We sold out of them fairly quickly, so I got a few more to carry us through the Christmas season. This is the 12-inch picture disc of David Bowie and Bing Crosby doing Peace on Earth and Little Drummer Boy. I think I've got 3 or 4 more of these on the shelf right now. We can probably get more. I think that they're not going to run out of them, and let it go that way. Okay, let's see here. Couple of things. Let's get back to the YouTube chat very quickly. And what did I miss here, guys? TC, obscure indie rock. Ship it to Steve. I'll talk to Steve about it. He's running out of room, but it may be too obscure even for Steve, but I'll check with him. Fred, you're going to take that box set. Will do. Send me a note, and we'll get that taken care of for you, Fred. You want the opened one or the unopened one is the question, sir. But let me know, and we'll hold that for you. I know there's a couple of albums that you want to see in there. Okay, speaking of Steve and the podcast, Two Guys Talking About Records, don't forget that comes up on Sunday evenings on our YouTube channel. I've been having a little bit of trouble with Spotify, but I think we've got that ironed out as far as the issues go. So check that out. Tomorrow's topic, this is a listener or viewer suggested topic, by the way. Steve and I will be talking about our most irreplaceable albums. Especially considering Steve had to replace a lot of his irreplaceable albums already. This is going to be an interesting one, and we'll go from there. Lee Page, by the way, sending everybody hit that like button. I do appreciate that, sir. Make sure you do as well. But yeah, the podcast, Two Guys Talking About Records, Sunday evenings, wherever you get your podcasts, make sure you check that out and have some fun with it. All right, folks, it is 10 a.m. on the eastern side here. I am going to get the doors open, the turntable spinning, and see what our Saturday holds. Just north of downtown Midland is where you can find us. 716 George Street. Open today, Saturday, from now until 4 p.m. Tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 noon until 4 p.m. Don't forget to stop by, grab some candy before you want some candy? Eat that before I do, please. And we'll have a ton more record bowls. Not a ton, but several dozen more record bowls as we go into the next week. So we're trying to get some stuff cleared out. All right, you folks have a great week. Stay sane, stay warm, have fun out there. Get out and enjoy the weather while you can, because, man, November's going to move as quickly as September, October did, and it'll be here before you know it. All right, you folks have a great week, and we will talk to you all next time from Radio Wasteland Records. As always, thank you so much for being here.